Good evening everybody and welcome back to another video. Old English brand malt liquor video for the real PewDiePie. Drinking and driving just so I can piss her off. Making this video, ha ha ha, you have Asperger's. You know, that's like the fancy way, of saying ha 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 poo poo head. With a child, adults, they have all this, they know all these fancy words, Asperger's, bipolar, schiz, and another fancy words. It's freaking bully, but she doesn't realize it, but hey. Low IQ at its finest. Low IQ at its finest, and there's a car passing, but they don't give a shit. They're just minding their business. So, with that said, I'll be minding my malt liquor business. My mom knows about it. She likes to watch every single video of mine talking about how pathetic am I for making these videos, killing myself, eating some chips, spicy sweet chili chips. Of course they're not the healthiest, they're like worse for you than alcohol. I'm just trying to kill myself faster because I'm tired of this pathetic existence where I have nothing going on for me. I'm about to be 37 in like less than 2 months, and people treat me like I'm 7 or 17 or whatever. And then they talking about that, you have the whole life ahead of me. Well, double my age is gonna be 74. It's an old man right there. So I'm pretty much almost middle-aged man. And I have no kids, no family. Well, I mean, have parents obviously, but you know what I mean. I have kind of a girlfriend in Columbus. Kind of a relationship. And the way she is, we don't see each other that much. And she's saying, hey Emil, if you find somebody else, it's your life. And then I'm getting these messages from my soulmate on my phone, which makes me think of Lydia, but I'm not sure. I need to see her, and see what she's up to, how her life is treating her. It's been like 4 years, almost like 4.5 years since we saw each other last time. When I was in New York a year ago, I was ready to visit her. She's been saying she's been in Las Vegas at the time, but she was about to go to New York. But when she came in, she didn't tell me nothing. And when I called her back, she was not there. And then she started saying there are some friends and she doesn't have time and this and that. Then she told me, you're not gonna be living the way you used to live. And I'm seeing what's going on around me. I'm like, well, things not gonna be normal. I'm not gonna be able to be talking freely to people like I wanted to. People would want to talk to me, but they just gonna come to my live, talk, disappear, come, talk, disappear. It's not gonna be like constant stream of pleasant communication. And the only communication I have with that Michael guy is just, I mean, it's good because he talks about cell phones and physics and history. But there is always bullshit. So, I don't consider that normal communication. People trying to talk to me, point it out what's wrong with me. Like they're gonna teach me. Motherfuckers, quit wasting your time. Treat me like an individual. Okay, I'm a weird person, so fucking what? Get over it. Mouth liquor. Stop fucking saying how all the time. Like, oh, you don't talk to me like that, like I fucking care. Like that fucking stupidity is gonna change anything. Like, that's gonna make me care. Oh, you don't realize you special, you cannot talk to people like that, you cannot act like that. Go fuck yourself, mouth liquor. And then you wonder why I don't like people. That's exactly why. They're telling me how to be, how to act. They're forcing me to live my life how I don't want to live against my will. They're telling me, if you're not going to kiss up to us or be awkward with people, whatever, you're not going to have a job, get out of here. I want to have my freedom and my job. Why not? But then I'm realizing that working is actually good for society too, not just for me. Because, okay, if I don't work, I'm gonna die, right? But even though people are not happy with my work performance, whatever, the fact that I'm working, right? First of all, I'm progressing. Yes, they're not happy with me because I don't work as well as they would like me to. But still, the fact that I'm working and doing something, it's already better. Because let's say I don't work. I'm gonna have miserable, pathetic life. No growth, no girlfriends, no life. Barely enough money. Okay, let's say I'm gonna get Section 8 housing, get on disability, whatever. And then what? Taxpayers gonna be paying for me. And I'm not gonna be doing shit. And I'm gonna be living pathetic life for the rest of my life. Is that why I was brought into this world? To be a fucking parasite, working 20 hours a week and making taxpayers pay for me, doing nothing. How's that gonna benefit society? So, that fucking bitch trying to be so altruistic and philanthropic. Yeah, right. Not having a brain. I'm reporting her to YouTube, always. That bitch been taking my videos down. Fucking hate her. I've been blocking her out and blocking out her friends like Muhammad Jakale and Al Abdullah or whatever. All those idiots. Blocking them. That's why I'm not doing live streams, because of them. I'm not wasting my time on these idiots. But this fucking bully is making me so fucking angry. No, we're gonna help you. Nah. You're not helping shit, motherfuckers. helping me with my professional life, talking about throwing boxes. I was thinking about it too. And I'm thinking that, yeah, I had to do what I'm gonna do. Because, I was complaining about it, I'm not big and strong. But also I have another couple things going against me. I'm not tall, and I'm not fast. And also soon, I'm gonna get old. So I have like 5 big disadvantages. Not big, not strong, not tall, not fast, and old. Because I'm about to be middle-aged man. I'm about to be 40 in like 3 years, so age is going against me at this point. I'm no longer young, so I'm a middle-aged man. So, really, I'm wasting my best years of my life on some bullshit instead of enjoying my life. People talking about me getting married, having a family, when they are taking me far away from there. Here living in California where everybody knows what's wrong with me and people acting funny, asking me stupid questions. Definitely I'm not having a life. There are a lot of cute Chinese girls over here, but I can't approach them because they're gonna start shutting me down and telling me how to act or acting funny or walking out on me if I just cast them out or whatever because I don't like the way they act towards me. And I'm like, fuck this. And I just don't want to deal with anybody, quite frankly. Shit is just not working out. I'm fucking bitch trying to make people talk to me by bullying me. Telling me you shouldn't be like that, you're not like that. If you're gonna change, things gonna change. I mean, I'm making some changes, like I'm watching some interesting videos. Which is weird why I'm watching, but it's kind of interesting, like it's about women testing men and all of that. And that makes me think not only about Lydia, but also about my friend Chaim. He was talking about high body count and how promiscuous women are fucked up. And when I'm looking back at my life and I used to pay for it, yeah. I was just like fucking this woman for 20-30 bucks with my body check, and then I would listen to Big L, the song Life of Poor and Dangerous, where it talks about Chuck. I'm like, oh my god, that's like throwback 2010 to 2011, 2012, when I was single man fucking crack horse, whatever. My buddy Charlie, another Chuck, was calling me a whore master. I remember that. And how this woman, I've been doing them for maybe 3 or 4 times, some 5, 6 times, and then they were running away. But if they wouldn't do that shit, I would just keep fucking them for like little money and just like, you know, it's convenient. You know, you wanna fuck, there is a bitch to fuck, and you don't have to worry about nothing. You don't have to like be a man. You just give the bitch money, you know, she's a stupid piece of shit bitch on Section 8, whatever, low life, because she made poor decisions, and people like me just take advantage of that. And she knows some guy, you know, and he's like, hey, I can get a couple bucks out of that guy, he's gonna fuck a bitch, and it's not gonna be that much money anyway, he's gonna get his dick wet, he's gonna say, yeah, life is good. So everybody benefits from it, but see, it's like, throwback, going down memory lane, before I even met Alima. That's what I've been doing. And now I'm talking about my body count, which is 15, and people say that that's higher than average, but to me it seems pretty low. And I think that I could have done more, because like, now when I'm looking back at my life, I'm thinking that I actually could have fucked more women if I was more self-confident, you know? Because there are some girls I've been making out with them, and then I was like saying them, hey, can we do it or something like that? But you know, girls get turned off by that, but I didn't know any better, so it's like we're making out, but it didn't go farther than that. And there was like maybe like 4 or 5 women with whom I was just like making out, or I did Donald Trump on them, but I didn't really fuck them. So if I'm gonna account for that, like woman whom I grabbed by the pussy, whom I kissed, that's already gonna be in 20s, you know. But, and I could have done it, but you know, at the time, at first I couldn't do it because of my anxiety. I didn't know how to deal with a woman, and you know. And then I was watching this movie of Sadia Khan. That's another woman who talks about it. This pretty woman. She's like a year younger than me. She's like Pakistani woman. I didn't know who she was before, but for some reason YouTube throw these videos at me. And that's all good, you know. I wouldn't be watching it ever if I wouldn't get a chance to watch the psychologist or whatever. But I'm kind of glad that I'm running into these people, because they're pretty interesting. I actually watch them with a great pleasure. And I'm really happy that actually YouTube sending these people my way. I'm actually kind of happy about it. And I'm actually like obsessively watching these people, and I like them and I comment on their videos, you know, like Mike Barton, Sadia Khan, you know, Andrei Nazarov, all these Russian psychologists. You know, I really enjoy watching them. I feel like they're actually relevant to me, and they're actually helping me out in my life, you know. They're reminding me of my past, of Lydia, Alima, mostly Lydia. And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, maybe I should, you know, not take things too seriously, be kind of cool, and don't take things that way. Like there's another American guy who was talking about, you know what? You shouldn't be negative about women testing you. You shouldn't be thinking like a man, straightforward and this and that, because all these women, right? They actually have a reason why they test men. There's a logical reason, and these people, they're kind of breaking it down. And they making me feel like, you know what? Actually, they have a point. So, they have a point. And they are telling me what I need to do in order to pass woman tests, so then it's not going to be hard for me to get some. And then it's not going to be that hard for me to, you know, have a better life. And I agree with all of that, but see, here's the main thing. Main thing is not about, you know, knowing how to get that. The main thing is knowing how to get money, how to be more successful, how to live like a better life and make money and be yourself and be happy and get a woman. See? That's like the key part. How can I have all of that? Because it's not all about getting pussy, okay? It's about more so being yourself, being with a woman who is good for you, Because if you're not, then sex is not gonna be that good, and you're not gonna be satisfied. So it's important to do it with the right person, and also it's important to be yourself. It's important to do the job you like. It's important to do the things you like. It's important to get accepted by the woman you chose, or the woman chose you, you know. It's important to get along with the woman and have a good relationship with her and have understanding, you know. It's important to, you know, be yourself, do the job the way you think is right, think the way you want to think, act the way you want to act, and be accepted by that, you know. This is what's important. Not just, you know, fuck a bitch. I mean, fuck a bitch is just like, you know, okay, I want to feel better about myself. I don't want to have anxiety around women. Therefore, I need to pay money so I can have sex. So I'm going to be more confident around women. And that's good for people like me. But then once I pass the stage, okay, I need to figure out what I want, what kind of woman I want, what kind of life I want. I want to be accepted. I want to be myself. So it's like, I want to have my freedoms. See? There is a lot of what's going into all of this stuff, so. And if I'm just gonna like keep fucking cheap crack whores, okay, well, you're gonna do it 3-4 times and then they're gonna disappear because they're full of it. And some will not. Like, there is one woman who's before Alima, she didn't disappear, but then when I found the girlfriend, I said, you know what, that's it. And after that, I didn't do nothing, no sex for like 8 months. See? And a lot of times women, I was watching another video of how some women, they see, oh, I like this guy, he's like a marriage material, so I'm not just gonna fuck him right away. But then that fucking bitch find another guy and she fucks him after a week. See? And the man like me doesn't like it. I'm looking to like, yeah, that's what I think. It's like, why the fuck? Like, think about it this way. There is a bitch, she doesn't want to fuck me because she want to delay it, because she feels like I'm a marriage material, right? But meantime, she fucks other guys, so she gets this pleasure, and she has a lot of fun and enjoyment, and she just fucks this guy, and then there's nothing going on, but yeah, she gets orgasm and euphoria, and that's like lifts her up and makes her a better person because she's getting something and I'm not getting nothing. Therefore, she's better than me and I'm worse than her. So, why should I suffer my fucking husband material? I would rather be like that man who just can fuck a bitch just like that and get what he wants out of her. You know, like, what the fuck? I don't want to be a husband material. I want to be the man who gets stuff. Or I want to be a woman who gets all the pleasure without like putting too much work in it, you know? Because that's life is all about. Life is all about doing what you want, being free, getting what you want, acting how you want, and, you know, like, that's it. So why should I suffer, you know, if I'm a marriage material, so-called? Because being marriage material, that brings me nothing but suffering. Because I need to do more to get less. I need to wait for stuff which other people don't have to wait for. So how does that make me a better person? That makes me an inferior human being in anything, you know. But it is what it is. But if, you know, I'll be a pimp, and I'll fuck all the women I want when I want to. And if they don't want to do what I want, I fucking beat the shit out of them. That makes me like a real man, you know? Big, strong, powerful, can get what I want out of woman. Which I'm not, but... And I cannot be, because I'm short, I'm not the strongest, I'm not the biggest guy. You know, like... And it sucks, you know? Because I feel like bigger guys who have more muscles, they can do more. They can easily get bitches who make more money, you know? And sometimes it's not about big and strong. Like, let's say like this Mark Barton guy. Yeah, he's big, he's strong, he's married, he's tall, he looks buffed, he probably can beat the crap out of me. But he's a psychologist. He's not going to be fighting with me or anything. But you know what? He's a smart man, you know? He knows what's up. And he has a happy family life. He's big and strong. He makes good money. But how he makes good money? By helping people out. Not by destroying people, not by beating people up. Even though he probably can. But this is not what he's all about, you know? See? So, really, it's not about just being big and strong. Even like some women been saying, you know, you can be big, strong, and buffed. But if there's another guy, he's like this little guy, but he has like a lot of money, he's still gonna be, you know, trumping you. He's gonna be on top of you, you know, even though you can beat the shit out of him, but he has more money. So woman's still gonna fuck him, you know, because he's like a better man. You see, being big and strong is not everything. It's like there, and then it's also like knowing what you want, being able to position yourself, things like that. Me, I don't have none of that. Like, I'm not the biggest, I'm not the strongest, cannot position myself. I can barely survive. That's why I care about money, see? And people say you shouldn't be like stingy with your money. Like, there is another woman whom I almost fucked, but I didn't fuck her. Because she didn't want me, because I brought her to my buddy Charlie's basement. And I was ready to fuck. She's like, nah, I'm not doing it in the shittiest place. She used to call me Stingy Mac. And then she stole the weed grinder from one of my buddies. You know. She was a fucking bitch too. I was trying to fuck, but I didn't fuck her. You know. Didn't do nothing for her. She just stole the weed grinder from my friend. And I want to say, and yeah, it was fun though. Back in 2011, 2012, I was hanging out with my buddies, whom I didn't even want to meet. And Lydia, she actually met Charlie, and Charlie was helping us move. And then Charlie was looking at Lydia, and he's like, she has a nice ass. It seems like Lydia met a lot of my friends, and actually everybody liked her. My buddy Aaron liked her. She met Ahmad, and like all my friends kind of liked her, I think. You know. Never doing it, her. To be showing me her sister, because when we just met, she was the only child too. But then at some point her sister was born, like back in 2003 or whatever, 2004. Now her sister is like, what, about 20 now? She was a teenager at the time she was showing me her sister, telling me that your mom said hi to you. I remember that, you know. Started talking to her dad when I was there. And then when she ran away to her family, to St. Petersburg, Russia. She was blaming me that I was hurting her, and she was showing me like how she has a problem with her finger because of me. And I was getting angry because like, what the fuck? I'm here trying to help you out, trying to get you a job. I'm sleeping almost on the fucking floor while I'm giving you the bed. And I'll let you do whatever you want. And you're not paying your portion of the rent, and you fucking this guy. And you telling me that I should be friends with him, that I barely know him and I don't care. I mean, he seems to be a nice guy though, but I mean, then into music, I'm not like that. So, I mean, I like to listen to music, but I'm not like, I'm not a musician. The only musical thing, the best I can do is like rap, but I don't really have a talent for it or anything. It's not really my thing. So, why should I be friends with that dude who is like Todd's age? He was big, tall, and strong. And before she was showing me her boyfriends on Facebook, they were like looking like me, maybe like my height, like 1 or 2 inches taller than me. And they look like me anyway. And here she is getting big and strong, quiet boy. And he was not an aggressive dude though. Like I had no problem with him. But I'm like, why should I be his friends? Instead of like hanging out with like Alan and Jacob. Which, of course, Jacob, he's a piece of shit. I don't like that guy. When it comes to Alan, he's a piece of shit too, but at least he was fun, Like Alan is crazy, we have more in common with him, but he is not really a nice person, He's not really a nice person, but he's fun. Versus Jacob, he's just, I don't know, I would rather hang out with Alan than with Jacob. Because Alan is at least fun. Jacob, he's full of it. I don't really like him. So, but that's just my opinion. Alan is a piece of shit too. Like, he's fun, but he's really mean. Like, I've been mean to Lydia too. When she was getting me angry, I was not the nicest person to her too, I admit that. But she was pain in the ass. She was not my woman. I didn't intend to like having sex with her being my girlfriend. But at some point, I started getting attracted to her because she was kind of promiscuous. And I was feeling like, damn. I probably can have a good experiences with her, She probably would be good fuck. But before then, I didn't even think about it. I was not attracted to her at all. Like, she could have sex with anybody, I'm not gonna fucking care. And she can tell me anything about her life. How many men she's been with, how it was, anything. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't judge her. I wouldn't feel jealous. I was actually, like, when she was telling me about her shit, about her life, I was actually listening to it with interest. And this is something which got me connected to her. Her music, her passion, her life stories. I'm like, yeah, that shit is actually interesting to listen. I want to have that connection. So my thing, and she knows about it now, but before she didn't because she was stupid, but she knows it now that, okay, let's say I break up with Alim, I want to be with her, and things are gonna work out. Even if I'm gonna like fuck you a couple times, for example, right? And I'm gonna find somebody better, I'm still gonna keep you in my life, just like I would keep Alima. If you're gonna break up, and I'm gonna find somebody else, I still wanna have good relationship with Alima too. Just like I wanna have good relationship with Lydia, Like, I'll still meet Alima, I'll still meet Lydia, I have these people in my life, even if you're not gonna have sex, I don't care, just to talk. Just have good relationship, I guess, like I don't personally care. Even though Mark Barton thinks that man and woman that cannot be friends, if they like not in love, but at the same time it's like, you know, why not? Like me and Lydia, she had her boyfriends and she's been introducing me to her boyfriends, you know, and I know she's been fucking them and I didn't care, you know, and I still wanted to keep in touch with her. The only thing I have problem with her, the way she was treating me, you know, that she was wrong, and the fact that I was doing a lot for her and she didn't do shit for me. Like, think about it this way, like, help you, the woman, help her drive the car, put her in a nice bed while you're almost sleeping on the floor. Make sure that, you know, she has a good life, right? And you didn't get no fucking pussy out of her. While a lot of people didn't do nothing for her, and she was fucking them, all of them. Like, why do I need that shit in my life? I want to get some rate of return, right? I mean, yeah, I'm happy that, you know, she's happy and, you know, she's not struggling like she used to. But I want my perks too, you know. I don't want to strip her away from all of that stuff because that's what I want for her too. I'm not gonna lie, but I want some perks too, you know. Relationship or whatever. I'm not sure if I necessarily want to have sex with her. I need to figure that one out because, you know, the way she was thinking, like I said, that was a big problem. Not how many men she fucked. I don't care about that. I don't care. I've been getting some videos that makes me think she's probably been what, 23 men or some shit like that. Okay, maybe a little bit higher than me, because I probably could have had the same body count. I probably could have fucked instead of 15, 25 girls if I knew better. Okay, and I can say that, hey, if I'm gonna count, you know, all the women whom I'm like grabbed by the pussy or kissed, if I'm gonna add that into that, my body count is gonna be also 25. If I'm just not gonna count just penis to vagina sex, I'm gonna count like any kind of sexual encounter. I'm probably gonna say, hey, yeah, I also had 25. If I'm gonna count all the women I kissed but I didn't fuck, or women whom I just fucking fingered, you know, or both. If I'm gonna count all of that, it's gonna be 25 for me as well, you know. But it's not really about that, you know. It's not even that high number. Even if she fucked like 25 guys. If it's like 100, okay, well, but I mean, 25 is not even that high, 23. So I wouldn't even fucking care. But the main thing I would care about is you're fucking insulting me. Which she knows about it now, but that's like a real problem right there. Because I won't do what I want, and I want no woman fucking telling me nothing. Just fucking straight spread your legs, shut the fuck up. That's all I need you for, sex. That's all. If you do that, if it's good, if you feel good and I feel good, and I have my freedoms, you have your freedoms, that's it. There's nothing more to it than that. And I don't care about all this extra stuff, really. So there is no reason to be insecure. But if you fucking insulting me, or telling me how to be, how to act, and not to boss you around, telling me I'm not developed, yeah, that's a big problem right there. You need to keep your fucking mouth shut. Go ahead, go to this developed man who was fucking you. And tell them, hey, why didn't you get me? Why didn't you help me to become American? Go to them. Not to me. They got more out of you than I did, and they gave you less. Why should I be doing everything for everybody when other people is just like fucking pump and dump bitches? I won't do the same shit too. I'm not saying I want to dump bitches because I don't like it, but hey, that's what I want. I want like, look, bitch, I'm giving you $20. I'm giving you this. I'm giving you that. What does it mean? You need to give me that pussy when I want. If not, I'm gonna punish you. That's it. You know? That seems fair, square, right? But it's not like, oh, you acting like a child, you're not developed, therefore I'm not gonna fuck you. Even if you're gonna give me like $1,000. Whatever. $100,000. I'm still not gonna fuck you because you're a child. And I say, bitch, that's fucking bullshit. If I'm giving you money, I can act how I want, and you should give me what I want without saying anything. If you're not gonna do that, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you because you fucking bitch. Because you need to think how I want you to think. And if you think any differently, it means you're sweet-minded bitch. It means you're a piece of shit. And what do we need to do this shit? You flush it down the toilet. So what do I need to do? I need to fucking bang your head on the table until you're gonna do what I want you to do! And act! I want you to act! Fucking bitch! That's it. Because you know I'm right. You know I'm logical. I know I'm smart. So, in order to have a good relationship with me, you need to do what I want. You need to think how I want you to think. And if you're gonna do that, everything will be good. And if not, I'm gonna punish you. That's it. You know? And if I have power, you know, I can do anything to punish you. I fuck a fucking prostitute in front of you, make you have sex with my friends, make my friends assault you or whatever. Like, you know, I can do anything just to fucking punish you, just so you know. You know what? I'm not the person to fuck with. So you're not gonna, you're gonna know not to care about, oh, there's something wrong with this guy. So I can just like fucking shit on him when he just helps me out. You can't do that shit, you know? Like, if you do that shit, you're gonna get punished because I don't give a fuck. You know? I'm gonna hurt you and I'm not gonna feel bad, you know? Because I really don't care. I'm gonna feel good if anything because I feel like I'm punishing people. It's like, you know, like think about it this way, like children, how you punish them? You spank them, right? What do you do with adults? How you punish them? You get a fucking gun and shoot them. That's all. And then you go to the police and say, hey, I want to make this world a better place. This guy was not thinking the right thing, so I decided to punish him. And I didn't do anything wrong. I was cleaning up the earth for fucking scumbags. That's all. But that's just how I think, you know. I know it's not gonna work in this America, but that's just my way of thinking. You know. My way is the right way. If anybody thinks different from me, they're pieces of shit and we need to flush the shit down the toilet. Or, you know, like, don't deal with people who think differently, because why should I deal with it? I want to be free. I want to do what I want. I want to live how I want. And if other people don't think like me, they're detriment to my existence, because they're not letting me to do what I want, because they think differently and they influence my life, right? And they influence my life in a negative way, so I cannot get my way with people, and that's already fucking horrible. They telling me there's something wrong with me. I shouldn't be like that. I need to be like everybody else. I need to get fixed. Yeah. These people, how they called the enemies. They called subhumans. They called human excrements. And if I have power and money, I have whole right to destroy these people. Because they're fucking scumbags. They do nothing but destroy my life and takes my freedom away from me. They're forcing me to live and work how I don't want to live. Just because of what? Because of other people? Because of other pieces of shit who also trying to fucking destroy me? And you telling me that I need to be friends with my enemies? No, I don't. No. Diversity and inclusion, that's called death, okay? You know, It's funny. Because I born in Kislev, a Jewish month. And most of the time, like I was born 3rd Kislev or Yud Kislev, I think it's Yud Kislev, 10th of Kislev. Alright? But 25th on Kislev of Kav, Hey Kislev, this is when Hanukkah takes a role, right? So what is Hanukkah? Hanukkah, this is a Jewish holiday. When Jewish people broke free from Greek people. When Yehuda Maccabi, with his little itty bitty warriors, beat big Greek army. He rebelled against Greek, he won and he got free. Right? But what was going on with Jewish people in the Greek times? They were enslaved. Why they were enslaved? Because they were different. At first, Greek people, they didn't want to kill Jews, didn't want to hurt them, they just wanted them to be like Greeks. What Jewish people used to do? They used to learn Torah and mitzvot, right? But what about the Greeks? What the Greek people were doing? They were fucking fighting naked, right? They were big, they were strong, they were fighting naked, you know, Greek and Roman fight, which actually I used to do it back in Russia for like 3 months. You know, when I was like 18, 19 years old, before I came to America. I used to do Greek and Roman fight myself. But that's besides the point. But the Jewish people didn't want to be like Greeks. So they rebelled against them. And the Greeks didn't want to destroy them. They just wanted the Jews to be like them. But the Jewish people, they didn't want to be like Greeks. So they just like, fuck that, we're gonna fight. And same thing here. You know? And then psychologist was talking about it too. I've been watching them. They were talking about it like too. Like a lot of people, they come in there with the good intentions. And they're talking about, oh, I want you to be a friend. You're such a nice guy. But in order to be my friend, you have to act, be certain way and act certain way. And the psychologist has been talking about that the person who is treated like that, he's perceived as people like an enemies. Boom! See? Right on point. I fucking love these people. Viola Mara, Mark Barton, Saidia Khan. Good, smart people. I really love them. I'm glad I'm watching this type of stuff. You know, I'm really happy that I do, because this is really positive, interesting stuff. As well as some American people too. Like that guy, I don't know his name, but he was talking about passing women's test. I'm happy that I'm watching him too, because he makes me, you know, refrain my mind and start thinking that, you know what? You have to understand that women are insecure, they make things to do, they have this, they have that. So you shouldn't be like, oh my God, I need it, Women are busy, women are insecure, they like to think about things. And you have to, as a man, you have to understand it. You know, that's why, like, you know, I'm thinking, like, you know what, yeah. And this is actually real love, because what love is, not just like forcing people, oh, you need to be certain way. It's like, okay, I love you, I'm gonna give you space, I want you to feel good, I want you to be yourself, I want you to be free, you know? And then hopefully we're gonna come and appreciate it. But not like, oh, I love you, I wanna fuck you, I want you right now. If you're not gonna do what I want, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Nah. That's not the right attitude right there. That's not love. And I'm kind of understanding to myself, you know. This is not the way to go. And if I'm gonna be doing things like that, I shouldn't be upset at women that they want to just like fucking, you know what, I want nothing to do with this guy. He's too pushy, he's too aggressive, I'm not for him, I want to run away. Well, these people have the whole right to feel that way. You know, they really do. So the best I can do, if I want to have these people in my life, is try to understand them, trying to understand how they are, how they feel, you know. And I really want it, you know. Because then if I do that, right, then I'm gonna know how to be in relationship with people I wanna be. See? I'm gonna know how to act. And that's gonna make me a better person. That's gonna make me more developed and well-rounded, you know. That's just the truth. It's gonna make me more developed and well-rounded. You know, so it's gonna make me happier too. Make me feel more positive about myself, that, you know. I know people's not gonna be watching all of this, but I don't fucking care. I know people's gonna be watching like maybe like 2 or 3 minutes out of 1 hour, which is like what, 3% of the video, maybe like 5% of that. But hey, I'm still gonna make an hour because I feel like it. And I don't really fucking care. I can do fucking 3-hour documentary of me drinking malt liquor and talking shit. Why not? It's my therapy session. I don't care. It's my life. I chose to waste it on it. Because I want to feel good, and I can't feel good without alcohol. Because I feel like my life is shit. Because I'm almost 37 years old. And I cannot be with people I want to be. And I cannot get a normal job. I have to deal with a bunch of bullshit. You know. And I'm running away from everywhere I go because I'm not happy with my life. And I'm not happy with what's going on around me. You know. And I just feel like I need to be, like, I need to keep running away everywhere. You know. And I don't like the way people act around me, so I don't want to hang out with them. I don't like when they say how to be, how to act, and say, ha, fist bump, or say, don't yell! You know what? I don't fucking care. I want to act how I want to act. And if you don't like it, you can go ahead and fuck yourself, if anything. I don't really fucking care. So, are you telling me that I should? Well, nah. I don't want to. I don't give a fuck about this existence. Like a lot of people are like, oh, Palestine, Israel, Russia, Ukraine, you have to care, you have to choose sides. Nah. I mean, this is like blue pill philosophy. Me personally, I really don't want to, do anything about it. But anyway, guys, let me just make another video.